Okay, this is the guidance video for Close Mic 4 or Coming Home by the Kaiser Chiefs. So, really nice interpretation to begin with of the track, which the original is like massively bombastic, and you've taken a very much a more kind of laid back approach, which I applaud. I think that's a really good idea. A few things you've got to do though is you have to do more processing on the drums. I mean everything is it's very minimal processing. I mean interesting EQ work. That's not too bad. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to go through all the elements kind of one by one to show you things you can do to make it more kind of snappy, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the track which is around the same frequency. So we have to be very careful about making sure that it doesn't sound muddy or thick. So we need to get some kind of sizzle in the track. So the first thing we're going to do, right, is we're going to look at the drums. Now, for me, the overheads are the drum sound pretty much, and what you do with the other parts of the miking is essentially reinforce that overhead sound. So the first thing I've done is I've taken out this EQ, so you rolled off the bottom here and stuff. And I've just leveled it out a bit because you've got a bit more snare on the left here, and we're just going to listen to that to begin with. So I'll just mute out everything else apart from the drums, and solo out these. There we go. So let's just keep those like that. Okay. Right. So let's just turn this level up. So this is at unity, and you've already got a drum bus here, which is good, but that should be at unity as well. Right, so now I'm just going to track stack these together, control click, and you get a summing track, and I'll just call this overheads, the drums, that's fine. So that's now going to that one. Okay, so I'll put a compressor in there, and let's have a look at this compressor. Okay, so we'll just use something a bit transparent, it's one of this quite fast, slow release, and there's just about, 2 to 3 dB reduction, a little bit, there we go, something like that. Yeah, I mean that's not bad, as a drum sound, that's okay. Just level it out a bit, give it a level. Yeah, okay, so we'll just maybe put the limiter on there, just for those heavy hits. And that should be okay now. That sounds quite good, okay? So let's hear that with the kick drum. Okay, so we can hear there's loads of rumble going on in that, so we really need to sort that out. So let's have a look at this. Okay, so it's like boom, boom. So because let's have a listen without cue. Yeah, it's not the best kick drum in the world. So that's too much. We need to roll off some of that bottom end at 48 dB. Because all that stuff down there is just getting in the way. And we've got a definite problem with rumble. It needed to be more dead in the recording process. But that's okay. So we can try and do something with that. What's the kick? That's not too bad. Release time could be a bit longer. Let's give it a bit more. There we go, that's a bit harder. Yeah, starting to get a tone there. Okay, so let's just, before that, let's just put a, after the EQ and before the compressor, I want to put in a gate. Right, and we tune the gate, we use the monitor here, so we'll listen to it. So this is the frequency. That's going to be what's triggering the gate. Don't give the reduction all the way, because that's just ridiculous. And then we need a bit of hold. Yes. There we go. It sounds a bit gated, but again, you've got to hear it in comparison with the overheads. That sounds okay. Right, let's hear the snare. again, the same sort of thing you need to do. That's not too bad, but again, there's just stuff going on here that you can just get rid of because it's affecting a mix. All of this adds up. Okay, not bad. EQ, then a bit of compression, no noise gate. Again, tune it. Something like that. There we go. And then shape it. Yeah. So again, you're going to hear all that rolling and flamming on the overheads. Okay, that's nice. Kick drum in. Yeah, that sounds okay. Hi-hats. Bit loud, but that's okay. I know your toms are okay, but you could probably compress them as well. You got a lot of stuff going on in those toms that you either need to edit them out with the in this page. Where is it? Where are your toms here? So either you go through it and you cut them out like that, or you have to use a gate. So let's just let's put a gate in here. Noise gate. Let's have a listen to these tom. Right, so all that stuff is mudding up your mix when it's not being used. So we're coming up for one now. Okay, they're a bit woolly as well, so we want that threshold quite high. Let's just move it there. And so monitor on again. Just bring that down. Yeah, that'll do. That should do it. Okay, and then shape it. So a bit of hold release, a bit less reduction. That'll do. Okay, so we want a bit. We'll sort out reverb a bit in a minute. So you'd want that to be on. Where are we? Tom, floor tom. So we want that one to be on here as well. Again, you've kind of you've made it a bit woolly, but there you go. Let's just see. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this is a good time to do the reverb. So we're going to just set one up on a bus. Let's do it on the snare top channel, and we'll just use bus 2, create a bus here. Bus 2, and in here we're going to put in a reverb. So it's Space Designer, monitor stereo, and I mean I default to plates because I don't have an imagination. I just know it works, so it works. That's what I'm happy about. So a little bit of bus 2 on the snare. Let's do that first. Lovely. And then on the toms, bus 2. There we go. Starting to sound like it's actually meant to be like that. I mean, you could put the snare top in. Let's see what that's doing. It's not bad. I mean, you want to have a bit more of that top end in there. Less of that. Because that's the stuff you want, that stuff, to add the sizzle. Okay, here with the overheads. Might just put a little bit of reverb on the kick drum, not much. Your hi-hat. Okay, so that's it. I mean, that's the drum sound, really. But we had a lot of fun. I think that's there. Let's just take out all those vocals. That's here. Now we work on the bass. Is the thing that you want to try and get your bass and drums working so they're sort of really fitting together. Right, so let's just put this through a bass amp. I mean, it sounds quite good actually. Let's take that off for a minute. Yeah, I've done one on the EQ there. Let's just put it through a compressor. Get about, you want to want to put a limiter on this as well. It sounds quite good though. And now we want to hear what that sounds like with the drums. Okay, so let's carry on. We could go to an extra stage on the drums where you do a New York City compression. Let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight everything apart from the overheads. Like that. And then I'm going to control click this and create a new track stack. And I'm just going to call this drums. And that's giving me a whole output. Here it is. So now I can do another bus here, bus 4. And that creates another bus here. And I'm going to put a compressor in here and I'm going to set it to stupid levels. So I'm just going to go really low, high, low threshold, high ratio, long release, long attack. And then I'll just mute out a bit of this stuff at the bottom because that's too much of that. A bit at the top. And that just toughens it up if you hear that, if I mute that out. So it really adds loads. But this is the trick. You put some of the bass in it as well. So bus 4 like that. Okay. Right, so that's pretty much the drums there. Okay, so let's work on the acoustic guitar. That was the drums. So let's have this. Okay, so this is the same acoustic guitar. Somebody needs to change the strings desperately because it's really bad. Modulation, let's try spreader on this one. Just want to add some lightness there. It's quite tricky. So you got a lot of stuff going on here at the bottom again. Yeah, let's put a bit of compression on that. I'm not sure about that spreader, but we'll try it for the moment. And let's put a bit of compression on that. A bit of light compression, but with lots of gain. Okay, so we need to do something with that. We can try a delay. Let's try stereo delay on this again. And take it out of tempo sync and make these really short delays, sort of below 30 milliseconds anyway, but not the same. So 19 and say 28, something like that. And then let's create another reverb. So bus 5, get another space designer out. Add a bit to that. Right, let's hear it. This EQ, I'm not sure if this is helping. So if you did it bright and put a bit of chorusly like effect, I mean that's what the spreader's doing, but you could use a chorus effect or a stereo spread. It's adding a little bit of air to it and giving it a bit of character. It's very dead. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's basically what I would do for that. Okay, so let's listen to this key thing. So now if I listen to the original, there isn't really a sound like this. And that is taking up a massive amount of space in your mix. If you put that in the mix, it's just taking up massive. So let's have a look at the EQ. So yeah, again, cut out that bottom end. Don't need it. Much better down there. Then put a bit of delay on that. Use the same reverb as the acoustic guitar, so we can add it in the spot. And let's see if we can. We might want to just, yeah. So crossfade that with the acoustic guitar. I'm not sure about that kick drum either. I mean, you know, don't make it too boomy. The most important thing is that you can actually hear what's going on. So let's listen to this guitar now, this little bit here. Now in the original, this is really distorted. So let's just start by putting it through a amp and pedals. So let's get our pedal board up. And we'll just go for a overdrive kind of British boost, bright Brit boost. And then we'll put it through a nice amp as well. So let's put amp designer, and we'll just put it through something like, let's put it through an AC30, why not? Now you could make this bigger, but that sounds quite good. So what we'll do is we're going to just create another bus, but this one's going to have a tape delay on it. And we'll make this step, actually we'll keep it in mono. It's a good idea to keep it in mono for this. And so now we've got a lift with the guitars, and the delays are making it all airy and all that. That's what's very nice. Okay, so let's just work on this main vocal. Got to say, this whoever's the singer is really good. It's like Matt Bellamy's in the room. I like it. Do you wish you hadn't stayed all night? But you've just super compressed it, which is, you know, it's part of the picture, but not at this stage. First of all, what you want to do is just control the dynamics. So lay back a bit. Do you wish you hadn't stayed all night? Who's my favourite? Do you wish you hadn't stayed all night? Do you wish you hadn't gotten so high? Do you wish you hadn't come? Oh no, gotta go. Do you wish you wasn't half past gone? Do you wish you didn't last that long? Do you wish you hadn't come? Oh no, gotta go, gotta run. May I remind you? Right, so there you go. That's nice. Now we can probably send a little bit to the delay. Just a little bit. Do you wish you hadn't stayed all night? Do you wish you hadn't gotten so high? No, we've got to create a new one. So new bus here, and we'll use just an echo for this, but I'll put it into stereo. Should be stereo. Yeah. Do you wish you hadn't stayed all night? Do you wish you hadn't gotten so high? Do you wish you hadn't come? Oh no, gotta go. Here we go, and then again a little bit of reverb, so we'll get a nice vocal plate on this one. Mono to stereo. Yeah. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the vocal plate, because again, maybe a bit long, but we'll see. Do you wish you hadn't stayed all night? Do you wish you hadn't gotten so high? Do you wish you hadn't come? Oh no. Do you wish you wasn't half past gone? Do you wish you didn't last that long? Right, so now let's put a little bit of, let's do some limiting. So let's go to the dynamics, get the limiter. And we can use a multipressor as well, which to really shape the sound. Let's have a go at it. Let's just keep it on the limiter. I like to keep things simple because...
Do you wish you hadn't stayed all night? Do you wish you hadn't gotten so high? Do you wish you hadn't come? Oh no, gotta go. Do you wish you wasn't half past gone? Do you wish you didn't last that long? Do you wish you hadn't come? Oh no, gotta go, gotta run. May I remind you that you got nowhere to go. So I'm staying beside you, standing beside you till you find a way back home.
Right, so let's finish off with the backing vocals. So let's have a listen. Lovely. Right, so let's just route these together. Let's get it quick done and then create a track stack. Call it BV. And great voice, this guy. Really nice. Great pitching. Got loads of breath there. And we can use the same effects as the vocals. So 7 for the echo and 8 for the reverb. And let's pan these a bit. So we'll pan that one to 9 o'clock and pan this one to 3 o'clock. And a little bit of compression over the mix, just to. There we go. Tidy.
You hadn't stayed all night? Do you wish you hadn't gotten so high? Do you wish you hadn't come? Oh no.
So that's about it, I think. I mean, obviously there's much more you can do, but that's basically, I think, kind of helped it. And so if you can follow those sort of instructions, then it's definitely going to sort it out. One thing, just make sure that don't do this with the actual auxiliaries, but if you highlight everything and just drag it down a couple of dB, then you won't get the clipping on your main. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, good luck with it.